There are two kinds of people that come to the Agranak Studios YouTube channel. One, the people that think that DM Zoth, Dicebag Derek, and myself have awesome battle vests. And two, those that are wrong. The battle vest, or cut, K-U-T-T-E, called that due to the jacket sleeves being cut off, have been around for many years. And I personally see it as a total metal form of expression that has its roots in the biker culture of the 60s and 70s. But then the metal culture of the late 70s and early 80s kind of took that image and made it their own. We know why you're here. You want to put together your own TTRPG battle vest. Yeah! Here's 6 steps to make sure that your TTRPG battle vest is a success. Number 1, find yourself a denim vest. Number 2, find yourself an RPG-related t-shirt. Number 3, get yourself some awesome patches. Step 4, sew on those patches. Step 5, get yourself some pins. And step 6, count the cost and start slow. Stick around to the end, there's a couple bonus tips.
Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss an upload. And join the conversation over at the Agranak Cult Discord.
Step 1, get yourself a denim vest. There's some people that might want to step up and get yourself a leather vest. That's fine. Also, I've seen some people put this on a flannel shirt. Totally works. I'm a child of the 80s, so it's a Levi brand for me. Nothing less will do for me. I don't buy new. All of my Levi vests I've gotten off of eBay for about $30. With the current economy, you're probably going to look at $40 and maybe upwards of $50. New prices for a Levi trucker jacket are going for $89.50 plus shipping. So you might want to buy it used because, well, it's denim. Shit lasts forever. Step 2. Find yourself an RPG-related t-shirt. This is going to be your back patch. My back patch is the first edition Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook. It's just so fucking iconic. I've purchased back patches before, and they don't really line up in a really cool way. I'll show you. Here's my back patch, and you can see that it's going along the hemline or the stitched line of all of this. Oh shit. Looks like I need to do some repair. That's lining as a border all the way around. If you use a back patch, typically it's going to go over or outside of that border. So it just looks way cooler if you do this. I did this also on my Halloween vest. Here's my metal vest, and it does go outside of that border, and I just don't think it looks as good. Then again, battle vests are really just a rebellious fashion statement, so do whatever the hell you want. So your back patch is your centerpiece, and it will probably take you a little while to put it on, especially if you're using the border. You can cheat and have your significant other do it, or a seamstress or a tailor, but it won't mean as much. Mark my words. Do the time, put in the effort. If you're looking for an awesome t-shirt, you might want to think about checking out our t-shirts. We've got original work with DM Zoth on it, The Abomination, and many more. Links are down in the dungeon. Step 3. Start collecting patches and place them where you want. This is the artistry part. Most people start with straight lines, as you can see with my old metal vest right here. But when I started my TTRPG battle vest, my wife suggested that I put the patches kind of off center and in different places. And I kind of like that. There are some great patches out there on Etsy, on eBay, and even Amazon. If you're into Runehammer games like Easy D6, Crown and Skull, Index Card RPG, they've got patches on their site. I'll leave a link down below. As well, you know where the money's going. Good people making good RPGs. Also, we, Agranak Studios, have awesome patches that you can pick up. That's if you sign up for our Patreon that is of the Red Hand tier or above. You can get yourself one of these bad boys, which I have right here. So if you sign up for the $5 tier or above, send me your address and I'll send you one out. I've gotten more questions about my Murkbori patch than any other patch that I have on my vest. I got this from a shop that does custom patches. I sent them the artwork and they printed it up and shipped it to me. They're called Zombie Gentleman Art. They also have a great line of old school D&D patches that are already printed and ready to ship. This is not a sponsored video. If you want something like this, make sure that you size your image to 3x4. Send Ken the artwork. He'll get it printed and shipped right out to you. Once you get the patch bug, you're going to collect a lot of patches probably pretty quickly and faster than you can put them on. I still have a bunch of patches that I still need to sew on my vest that are sitting in my patch box. All right, step 4, sew your patches on. Do it yourself. That is the spirit of the cut or the battle vest. If your patch comes with an iron-on back, don't use it until you've sewn it on. But I still wouldn't do it after it's sewn on because you may want to move that patch after you get other patches and find out that you want the new patch where the old one was. For some of my patches, you can see that I have white stitching and others are black. What's the white stitching? This, my future RPG Battle Vest badasses, is dental floss. The old punk rock way of putting a patch on your vest. It looks cool, it's stronger than normal thread most of the time, and you can go crazy with the stitching. I tend to switch it up, some with dental floss and some with the black stitching. So I take myself a length of dental floss with your needle of choice, something medium that has a decent size eye hole. It doesn't have to be huge, but you don't want it small either. You take the needle, put it at about the midway point, bringing these two together. Make sure that the needle is hanging down. And then on the end, I tie a knot. Do that not once, but twice, so that the knots line up. If I miss, then I do it again until the knots kind of line up. I know this is a janky way to do it, but this is how I've always done it. I'll clip this down to size, and now I'm ready to go. And for a normal patch, I'll do this up to 4 times. It'll take 4 lengths that big. So it's doubled up and ready to go. I do this also with black thread. Next, you want to get yourself some pins, and this will set the patch in place where you want it before you start sewing. Let's say I wanted to put this Pirate Borg patch on my vest. Maybe right here at the bottom. Take the pin. I'll usually use 2 pins. Secure it where I want. Second pin. That would hold it in place while I get to sewing. Take the needle, go through the back side, and then up and through. And go to town for, I don't know, something like this might take me 45 minutes. But I don't want it there. But I definitely want it on my vest here pretty soon. I would suggest that with the pins on that you look at yourself in the mirror to make sure that it's in the right place. Just double check. You can see that some of my patches are sewn over my pockets, my front pockets here, and I've even got patches over my internal, my hand pockets. I like the functionality of my pockets still, and it is a pain in the ass to do so because your hands are not going to be able to fit into your pockets, especially these top front pockets, very easily to grab the needle as you're pushing it through. It is a pain in the ass, but it is possible. A great tool is some needle nose pliers to grab the needle and draw it through. Just be aware that you're going to cuss, piss, and moan the whole way through. All right, get out some needle and thread and get to work. All right, step 5, get yourself some pins. You can see I've got pins all over, here and there, on the collar, over here, so on and so forth. This is by far the easiest way to up the badassness of your vest. Though many enamel pins go for $10 or more. Some 1-inch buttons will go for like $2.50, but also upwards of $5, $6, $7. So start with the 1-inch buttons if you're strapped for cash. Here's my Dio pin, because if I were to have a personal dungeon master, it'd be him. All right, step 6, Count the cost and start slow. So if you take into account that a used jacket's going to cost you $40, the t-shirt for your back patch is between $20 and $30. Each patch runs from $5 to $15. Each pin runs from $2.50 to $15. This killer battle vest is going to cost you somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 plus, at least by the time you're done. Take your time. It's not a race. You can start with just the bare essentials. I've been working on this vest for 2 years. I've been working on my Halloween vest for 1 year. And I've been working on my metal vest for 15 years. It's not a race, but know this. Your battle vest will look better the more it fills out. If you have to, just get the jacket for now. Cut off the sleeves and dream of your back patch. All right, here's a bonus tip. Some people rip off their pockets and sew the side pockets together to make it easier to put their patches on. Like even DM Zoth's jacket, the front pockets have been taken off. Some people even take the collar off of their vest, which I did with my metal jacket. And it's got a leather trim around it. I may do that with my RPG vest as well. Still deciding. It is more comfortable, especially since most of the time I wear my vest with a hoodie. Right now I'm not because it's 90 degrees out. All right, what are you waiting for? Go and get your vest, get some patches, and get to sewing. That's about it for me. Thanks for stopping by Agranak Studios today, and we'll see you on the next one. Later. This video was brought to you by the generous support of our patrons. Consider becoming a patron so you can help us make more content like this. Or get yourself a t-shirt below. Later.
All right, do this and do that and do this and do that. And watch this video.